Hello, sword friends. So in today's edition, we have released here the Katzbalger. Hopefully I pronounced this right, and I hope you guys don't judge me too much. And this is actually the second replicas we have been made for those short swords. And that's why I bring this Roman gladius sword right here as a comparison to make the compare, because this is actually the first version we have been done for those short sword, or similar to the dagger and also the short arming sword. So from what we learned, it's used by those Landsknecht in German, and it's used as the side arms and side weapons, or you can call it. And of course, for this version, we make it a battle-ready, sharpened one. You might find it quite rare to have the scabbard, but at least we add our own design right there, and we make a scabbard, because I think a lot of sword friends would love to have a beautiful sword, especially a battle-ready one, to have a scabbard with it, wood core and with genuine leather right here. Let's take a look at this beautiful Katzbalger. Ta-da! This is the sword we're gonna dive into, but first, let's just dive into those basic specs and the design features. As you may notice that the guard is very unique, the S-shaped or like 8 figures. It kind of like a design like this to give you the handed protections. And the blade, we use the spring steel, which is a very common practice in Swordier production lines. The blade is only 65 centimeters, which is very close to those historical replicas. And also you will notice we designed it to have a recastle area 5.5 centimeters from the crossguard right here, which is just right the point of balance of this blade as well. So you might find it's a little bit heavy, but at the same time, when I use it, it's really maneuverable because the point balance is really close to the crossguard right here. Now, speaking of the weight, now with our scabbard, it's around 1600 grams. You might find it like a little bit heavy, even compared to those long swords, right? But we made it like a really thick. The blade is rigid, and to make sure it's battle ready, it's well sharpened, and it can cut. This is the purpose we wanted to design this Katzbalger. The blade is still tapered. From the base right here is around like 7 centimeters, all the way to the tip, where the fuller ends is around 4.3 millimeters. This is tapered, battle ready, and now we take a look at the hilt right here. You may notice that there's like a wood core covered the blade tongue itself, and also you will see this beautiful, very unique design, all made of solid steel, very heavy actually in my hand, but it's gonna be like really sturdy for a battle-ready sword. And also the hilt right here is around like 60 centimeters. So it can definitely fit one-handed very easily, at least for my size. You can take a closer look at the blade sitting right here, barely leave the gap, make it really stable, and I'm sure it's gonna be like really durable as well. So this is specs I'm gonna share it. Now, I think next step, we're gonna do the cutting test. As usual, we're using paper to test the sharpness, right? Let's see. That's smooth, yeah? Now, I'm changing to another edge. From the tape, covered all the blade. The sharpness is well tested just by using the paper. So now, from easy to the hard target, we have the tatami mat. So let's see how it's gonna perform on the tatami mat, and I'm gonna share my feelings with you guys. Now, gently. Well, too gentle. There we go. A few adjustment. For a short arming sword like this, it works pretty good. Due to the weight and everything, I find it a little quite difficult to do the double cut. Nice. Well, so far as I tested, this is the most comfortable way of cutting the tatami mat, which I can cut it very clean. You see, this is the part where I needed to practice. When you do kind of like the upward cuttings, it always cut very smooth, because I think that's where you can apply a force to the right angle to control the blade very easily. So the downward can be done very easily as well, but when it comes to the horizontal and also the double cuttings, it might be a challenging for a sword with around like 1600, especially for one-handed army. So this is quite challenging, and guess it needs a lot of practice, but it's very maneuverable, as you can see. So this is something which I like, especially some people prefer to practice with a heavy sword. To do that, this is a perfect weapon for the one-handed cuttings weapons. Like what I said, I'm gonna up the game a little bit. So I will choose the drum bamboo right here. All right, this is quite challenging to the edge rotation of the blade, and of course we're gonna check the fitting, stableness, and also if we can handle a harder material like that. This is the part I would love to do the abusive testing. So if I can safely play with it, and you can, to practice it in your backyard and have fun, and let's see. Almost there, but I can share the results. Almost cut through, but you can check the size, right? I'll do my best. There we go. I love it. Even though the blade is not like 100% cutting through, because I can feel it, it's cutting near those areas, you see? But still there's no blade chippings. I think that's a good sign, right? Let's continue to do the test. There we go. Now we are talking. So basically, I cut 3 times, right? Pretty formidable, yeah? And you don't feel any blade chipping right here. It's just still very sharp, as you can see. I'm gonna show you the results. And here are the size of the bamboo. I mean, if a short sword can handle a material like that, I believe it's safe to play, right? And of course, you're gonna have fun with it. Yep, when we're talking about the blade control, let's see how it's gonna work out on the 2 bamboo. I've done all those soft targets and hard targets tests, and it proved pretty good. Now, I think I will just give this beautiful replica a rest. And I think that's pretty much everything. We have been cutting those softer material and also hard material like a drum bamboo like multiple times. And this is all the results. As you can see, multiple times. The blade is still holding up very good. As you can see, the rigidity of the blade is pretty good, right? Basically no shaking, and there's no wobbling sound. This is a pretty good sign. And also this is actually our standard of bed ready. Sharp enough, and it also has like a good edge rotation. And of course it can handle all those backyard cuttings for sure. Now with all those cuttings, I think just by using my hand to touch it, cannot feel very clearly to you guys. Now I use the papers right after all those cuttings. I will just show you the blade itself. Like what I said, the edge rotation is pretty good. Now I'm changing the edge to another place. Basically all the parts which has been under the impact of the cuttings, it held up really good, even cutting the papers, right? I think that's a really good test away. And now I think I've shared the specs and also did the cutting test. So what do you think? Probably maybe in the future we can just make it a HEMA version, without edge, and with a little bit extra heat treatment to make a HEMA safe sparring sword, right? What do you think? Share your ideas and also leave your comment down below. And until next time, my friend, stay tuned and stay sharp. Bye bye.